Hey guys, Miss Buddha here. Sorry for all the videos that you'll have to watch this week, but I had to be out unexpectedly this week. So I wanted to make sure that you also hear the explanation of these lessons. So I'm going to go through the bell ringer and explain all the U-tries that you had to do, and then what you'll have to do after this video. So first, here's the bell ringer. I want you to pause the video and try these two on your whiteboards, or you could write it on a piece of paper. But try both of these problems, and then you can restart the video or press play when you're ready for the answer. So the one on the left is a two-step inequality, and the one on the right is a three-step. So similar to solving equations, just with the inequality sign, and then that special rule about flipping the sign if you multiply or divide by a negative. So here are your two answers. So on the first one, we start by subtracting 7 and then divide by a -3. So you get x is less than -12. So the sign does flip on that one. On the one on the right, there are 4 different ways to start it, but I started by subtracting 4m on both sides, which meant that I had to subtract 25 on both sides and then finally divide by 2. So your answer could either be -21 is less than m, or m is bigger than -21. Okay, so hopefully you have your notes out as well. You can check the U-tries. Miss Coffee talked about the ones on the left-hand side, so I will explain the ones that you had to try on the right. So please correct anything that you may have made a mistake on. So the one with 23 is greater than 10 minus 2w. That is a two-step. So first subtract 10 on both sides, then divide by a -2. So you can leave it as 13 over -2, or you can change it to a decimal, which is -6.5. The sign will flip here because we divided by a negative. When you graph this, it's a closed circle on -6.5, and it should be pointing to the right. The one below it, 5 minus 6 times the number, is more than 4 times the number plus 45, so you can see I translated that in black. We can start this in 4 different ways. I chose to add 6x on both sides, and then the next step was subtract 45, and then finally divide by 10. So your answers could look like -4 is greater than x, or x is smaller than -4, which means it's an open circle on -4, arrow pointing to the left. The next U-tries are a little more advanced. We have to distribute on these two. So 2 times h plus 6, that is 2h plus 12, is greater than, distribute the -3 to the 8 minus h, and you get -24 plus 3h. I chose to start by subtracting 2h on both sides, and then my next step would be adding 24 on both sides. So your answers could be written as 36 is greater than h, or h is smaller than 36, which is an open circle above 36 pointing to the left. The one below it in orange, again, distributive property first. So 3 times 4m plus 6 turns into 12m plus 18. On the other side, 6 times 2m minus 4 becomes 12m minus 24. On the right-hand side, I had to combine my like terms, so 42 minus 24 turned into an 18. Now notice here we both have 12m plus 18 on both sides, and it's also or equal to. So when I subtract the 12m, I get 18 is less than or equal to 18, which is always true inequality, which is one of those special solutions. Sorry, all real numbers are infinitely many solutions to that one. Versus the one Miss Coffee did in green, that inequality ended up being a false statement, which meant no solution. Alright, I'm going to discuss 2 more word problems to keep the video a little bit short, so I am kind of saving some time by just talking over my writing, so you can pause the video at any point if I'm talking too fast for you. So we have Mrs. Jones earns a monthly salary of $2,000 plus 10% commission on her sales. Her goal is to make at least $4,000 a month. What sales does she need to meet her goal? So we can let N represent the amount of sales that she needs. So she get paid $2,000 regardless of what she sells, but she gets an extra bonus pay of 10%. So we change that 10% into a fraction. Every percent is out of 100, so that is 1/10. 1/10 of her sales looks like 1/10 N, which is greater than or equal to 4,000 because she wants at least 4,000. So we can start this by subtracting 200 on both sides. And then to get rid of the 1/10 fraction, you can multiply by the reciprocal, which is 10 over 1. So that means Mrs. Jones needs at least $20,000 in sales. So maybe she's selling cars or something like that where she gets a little commission bonus pay on what she sells. And the last word problem is the second question regarding Rita ordering a movie for $11.95 and a few CDs. She has $50 to spend. Shipping and sales tax will be an extra $10. If each CD is $9.99, write in solvent inequality to find the greatest number of CDs that she can buy. So we're going to let X represent the number of CDs. We have to add the movie, which was $11.95, and the sales tax and shipping, which was $10. So that becomes $21.95. Added to $9.99X, because that is how much each CD is. That has to be smaller than or equal to 50 because we can't go over $50 of what she has to spend. So to solve this, we subtract $21.95 from both sides and then divide by $9.99, which gives you an inequality answer of X is smaller than or equal to 2.807. But as you know, we can't buy part of a CD, so we have to round down to the next whole number. So that is the greatest number of CDs she can buy is 2 and still stay under $50. So I know that was kind of quick, but I wanted to keep the video kind of short for you. Next for your classwork is the 5.3 Get More Math goal. You only have to get 8 points. Please use your whiteboards to work out problems first before you answer. And if your classmates need help, especially since I'm not there today, please be kind and help each other. It's really appreciated. Also, if you're struggling, Miss Coffee is willing to help you in math tutoring during period 6 lunch, or stop by her room anytime this afternoon. Tomorrow I am out as well, unfortunately, but you'll be having an open note quiz. So you can use any notes that you've taken this week for that quiz. And I believe the quiz is 6 problems or 7, so it's pretty short. All right, see ya.